Hello and welcome back to Rogue Trader. We have just finished securing Janus and getting our food supplies for Footfall, which we have poisoned, kind of. We've corrupted with the good word, the arch enemy. We're gonna take a quick pop back down to Footfall because we do have a quest to do down there, and there's a couple of little events we wouldn't mind visiting. The tranquility of the warp jump disturbed by reports of frightening sounds and visions descending upon the crew. Hundreds of reported people knocking and screaming behind the bulkheads of the void vessel, the sound of nails scratching against the hull, and the elongated Aldari-like shadows thrashing about the long passageway. The phenomenon were most prominent in the far corner of the officer's deck, where the new Lord Captain's companion named Urilet had made her home. These lousy space elves. All these are safe passageways. 5 profit factor gained. My apologies, Lord Captain. The enforcers report that the pet Eldari is in a foul mood and is moving towards the captain's bridge. We didn't dare stop her. Uh-oh. Speaking of ads, you keep getting ads for erectile dysfunction meds? That just means the algorithm knows more about you than you realize. I won't tell you what my ads are. I daren't give you that glimpse into my soul.
A brief moment of your time, Elantak. Azurion knows that I do not care about the curious glances of Monkey. I grew inured to them back in the blossoming gardens of the Lilithon. They curse me from afar. They follow my every move. They ward themselves against me.
All right, why are you bothering me, Urilet?
After all, and still, one monkey stunt has caused the cup of my patience to spill over. She dared to approach me, to speak to me, and touching my hand, she suggested that we withdraw somewhere private. She wanted...
She wanted the booty.
Morag. The mere memory of it stirs up a tempest in my soul.
Look, if you just like the way my people behave, spend your time out of the way.
I will do just that, Monkey. For the minuscule chance of saving my kin, I am prepared to pay this price.
Great. Now, don't bother me again. We've got rogue tradering business to do. All right, we do have a quest on Footfall that we were ignoring earlier. I think it's the only thing here. In the old Shadow Quarters. I think we can also sell a bunch of planetary data to the Explorers Guild. I want to say. You just hear monkey every time? Yeah. That's somewhat deliberate. Force access to the elevator. A servo skull's swarm loud binary trill is clearly meant to draw your attention to the elevator control panels. What are you trying to tell me, Legion? The central skull's vox clicks briefly and chittering sounds come from another skull's hurrying quill. A short note falls in your hand, recording a possibility to awaken the sacred mechanism's machine spirits, awaiting confirmation from Unit Legion's owner. You can power up the elevator that goes into the infected sector? Yes! Its cables entwine the elevator control board and dig into the emergency sockets inside it with unpleasant scraping sounds. Machine spark discharges run over the panel. The lumen under the rusty lever flicks up green. Awesome, dudes. We failed the skill check to turn that on from the other side.
The world will bow.
And this is where we have to go for this quest. This is literally right here. Into the mutant layer. Heinrichs will escort her out much quieter then. And then maybe we can escort Heinrichs off the ship too. And I guess like we're gonna have to try and get rid of Argenta somehow as well. Oof, that's a lot of mutants. Good day, mutants.
Your existence is naught but ashes.
Who goes first?
Give me strength.
Cabela, then Jay. Servo Skull, go here. Vesper go here. Oh, this is a joke.
I bring mercy and retribution.
I am again way too high level for this.
The other side awaits. Killing brings me no pleasure.
Good grief.
As the tenets demand, I shall not.
Cut him down, boyos. Oh, this guy actually has some HP.
Trust me. The other side awaits.
He's also got the old shadow quarter disease. What do you have left? You only really have backflips left. You also have a lot of HP. All right, backflip backwards. Little pirouette there at the end, just for fun. We're gonna give Adira a turn to buff everybody. Oh, that's strange. I thought they would have been in range.
Let's see what you can do.
Okay, for some reason I can't trigger them on the lower level, or oh, maybe I can. Okay. Just wasn't showing properly. And then Jay. I mean, yeah, well, go right ahead. You got this fancy new pistol. You might as well use it.
Me? Never in 1,000 sectors.
Protect me.
Rip up as many people as we can. Spread the disease. Ooh, I don't love the sound of that. You actually can't really get shots on a lot of people here. So I'm just going to charge you up to do a bunch of damage to this one guy. And then offhand claim the bounty. Bada bing, bada boom. That's good enough for me.
Quiet,
Bird.
whispers. It's my toy, and I'm just... What an unfortunate turn of fate.
I love that the bird could just explode people by walking through them now.
Will do. Farewell.
We'll just shout at him. That does an extra like 58 damage to that guy as well.
Minor setback.
Big A can charge. Everybody is picking up the shadow quarter disease.
I will do my duty. It will be done. Indeed.
Okay. All buffed up with nowhere to go.
Purpose guides me. Ruin beckons. Purpose guides me. I need no
Buff, 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 buff. Man.
I will not stoop to this.
Target's too far. I guess I should have just used that ability on him. I actually can't really like hit anybody here.
Don't touch me.
Okay, they have cranked the warp to max. Which I'm gonna be real, I didn't realize they were doing.
Caught by the web. My blade will come. The other side awaits.
Lots of good stabby.
I see what others do not.
Secrets.
Trust me.
More running. You got lots of points here. Let's just open. And then
As honor ordains.
hit it with a killing edge
Trust me.
for big damage. We can flip into his other opening. Whew. That's a lot of damage.
As the tenant's death is a blessing.
Assess the situation or deal with the mutants. I mean, I guess we didn't assess the situation.
I will not die in dishonor.
What was assess the situation here?
The world trembles beneath my
I guess
feet.
maybe there was an option to like help these guys out. Increases the damage of all bleeding, burning, or toxin effects applied by the user by 2. Man, it is really hard having Heinrich have all these incredible abilities and not using him.
My pleasure.
The Journal of the Locals, barely legible, but appears to predict the birth and deaths of the inhabitants of this small community of mutants. There is no one to add the last entry. Imperial Pride. It's a bolter. Damage against Xenos, Psychers, and Service of Chaos increased by 4. Every time I see a weapon like that, I just want to be like, oh, I want to make an entire build around this.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Well, there wasn't much down here, but I think that's okay.
Intriguing.
Need a pyro? Yeah. I'm thinking that I might make Turg an unsanctioned psyker and turn him into a pyro right at the end. Because he often is just kind of like sitting around with nothing to do. Now, I will say I have 20 willpower, which is not great for a psyker. But I'm still tempted. Look for a cache in the old tunnel in the shadow quarters. A tunnel in the shadow of a bridge in the shadow of a great statue. I also have a contract here I could do, but I don't really need any more provisions right now. Shadow of a bridge of the great statue. Oh, I think I know where this is. Here. And the shadow of a bridge. Or somewhere here. I think it's here. Or in here? Old tunnel in the shadow quarter. This part of the shadow quarters is currently under quarantine. Oh, so it has to be where I was.
Powers unseen uncover my...
I feel like the old tunnel was where I just was as well. Unless it's this old tunnel. Ah, there we go. Toss this rubbish aside.
Just as I was taught.
This is the final stretch, Seeker. Remember the second word, design. Remember the place, cogitator. Statue of the founder, small temple. Examine the cogitator by the statue of Footfall's founder. This is the treasure quest given to us by the guy in the bar. You find like an old guy who's like an architect, I think. It's only been about 2 years since we started that quest. Thankfully, we're on the last piece. And I think the idea is it's meant to be something that like the founder of Footfall built, a secret cache. Can wait in the next episode to let Heinrich show Adira the door to the airlock. You also shot Jay today. Oh my god. Dogmatic run is the true evil. Oh, absolutely. Ain't no doubt. You feel way more evil as a dogmatic character than you do as a heretic.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Here is the old cogitator. Use the keys to enter 2 words, realizing design. When you're pressing the keys, the cogitator appears dormant, but as you enter the last letter of the second word, it suddenly comes to life. Triumphant music pours out of it, followed by a voice. A man's voice, pleasant, with a somewhat dated pronunciation of Gothic. Greetings! Greetings to you, keen wanderer, who found my message and solved my riddle. I, Parmesius Dwayne, master of Footfall, trailblazer of the Expanse, am pleased to welcome visitors to my magnificent palace in the stars. Footfall is my great creation. It is what marked the beginning of the Imperium's triumphant march into the Koronus Expanse. And you are here because you managed to discover the message in the Almanac of Footfall, published on my orders to find the caches that I had hidden at select sites. You have seen the view from the dome of the Great Cathedral, the void-piercing arches of the Providence Bridge, the stars' cold gaze through the windows of the small key. Only thus, step by step, can one experience the scale and elegance of my creation. Footfall's sights are their own reward. However, I have prepared a gift for you who might unravel my riddle. Approach the statue, for the gift awaits you there. Remember, nothing must stand between you and your design, no matter how audacious and grand it be. The voice quiets and you hear a click from the statue, as if some locking mechanism has been opened. You found... Focus Incense. Each use of Revel in Slaughter increases perception by 10 until the end of combat. And a Cape of Righteous Fury. For every kill, the wearer increases their critical hit chance by 5% until the end of combat. What cape is Cabela wearing? When the wearer hits an ally with an area attack. An ally with an area attack. Oh man, I totally read that wrong before. You get this Cape of Righteous Fury then. I'd really like to get you some better armor as well, but... Revel in Slaughter. Argenta or Solomorn could use that, I guess. Probably Solomorn.
I tread a path unexplored.
Alright, well, let's get the hell out of here. We've done all the quests on Footfall now. Should we talk to the Liege? I actually wouldn't mind doing this, just because I'm not sure if... technically, we made a deal with him to, like, supply Janice with food. Supply Footfall with food. And I just wonder if he has something to say about it. Shireen, can we make a deal? I was like, I'm the law. And the flesh crank afterwards. War is so grim.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
That's the thing, man. Sometimes you gotta get rid of the best characters just to fit your playthrough. Like, I hate getting rid of Heinrichs. He's so good. The first shipments from Janus have already arrived. The station is no longer facing famine or the predatory interest of the Korda dynasty. I'm glad I found such a generous and reliable patron. Your protector can count on Footfall offering the special consideration I promised you before. Upon noticing Cabela, Vladim quickly assumes a bored expression. Carefully, without making any sudden movements, he wipes his glasses and, if absently minded, puts a hand under the table. Cool. Vladim also notices Jay standing behind you, and you see his jaw tightening. And what are you doing here? Vladim, you must have thought we were the only ones on Footfall who knew how to make friends. I told you I'd find a better deal. I'm sure your lordship had reason for getting mixed up with small fry like her. Perhaps you were amused by the false promises of quick profit or some more intimate aspects of such relationships. In any case, that's none of my business. Remember that here on Footfall, the truly good deals worthy of your attention can only come from me. You're right, it's none of your business. Without a doubt, please forgive my discretion. What brings you to me? His response is dry and reserved, but he never stops glaring at Jay. Oh man, we have so many things for him. A man who introduced himself as a servant of House Korda asked to have a word with me, and then, imagine the odds, someone blew his brains out. The Anvers again, I presume. Those anarchical degenerates don't care who they shoot. I suspect this agent wished to negotiate a deal that would have you refrain from hindering Incendia Korda's efforts to strangle us with the threat of hunger and demand our obedience. If so, I don't believe I will be mourning the man's passing for very long. Bromancing Jay is super wild. Yeah. There's some pretty funny events part of it. RP's always greater than stats, agreed. Unless you play on the highest difficulty, true, but I wouldn't recommend it. There's a certain charm to the bloody mayhem that raised on Footfall. I do hope that, should our partnership go smoothly, I'll be able to contain this bloody mayhem, as you put it, on Footfall's lower levels, where its charm can continue to bring you joy without interrupting your lordship's conversations with gunfire. I did what you could not, and found to neutralize the Anver's agitator-in-chief. A truly outstanding accomplishment, your lordship. Footfall can rest easy. I'm interested in your wares. Am I? Not really. You seem to have added a bunch of grenades here that I will take from you. They definitely were not there before, or they've been, like, restocked. I can also afford this Drukhari Clave. You know what, man? I'm just going to take all these. Why not fill it? I'm also giving this guy ranged weapons and uniforms, and I think provisions. So close. There we go. There's rank 5 with him. The Outcast's Visor. Whenever the wearer kills a target with a single ranged attack, the wearer immediately makes an additional attack. An Aldari Melta. And a 50 strength two-handed Drukhari Las Melta, I guess? This is that Dark Light Blast that we've been hit with by way too many people. Way too many times. Grenadier is the most OP perk of them all. Free nade every turn. Yeah, but that requires you to actually use your grenades. And I never remember to use my grenades. I make a habit of not remembering to use my grenades ever. Same thing with stims. I also never use stims of any kind. Hey, Commerce 100.
Predictable.
Oh. Goods. How has this place been restocked? No, it's just pamphlets. No, it's not just pamphlets. These boots grant the wearer 3% dodge until the end of combat for every psi power they use. +5 bonus to lower Xenos and 10% hit chance against Xenos. What boots is Adira wearing? This wearer gains perception bonus dodge until the start of their next turn for each enemy affected by their psi powers or psyker staff attack. Stacks. 6% dodge until the end of her next turn. %3 dodge until the end of combat for every psi power they use. Okay, I'm obviously going to give you that, and now you have infinite dodge. I don't know how that wasn't looted. Opticon. Give him some planetary trade data. Get a profit factor. You got a Weber. I'll take that and just like immediately add it to cargo. I really got to go through all these weapons and stuff. I'm not really interested in the explorers. I don't think they have any good gear for us, so. Never use the things, you just hoard them. I mean, you can always pack them up and sell them is the other thing. It's probably what I'll end up doing with a lot of it. Also got a cloak that gives immunity to burning. Could be good in the right circumstances. So that was all we had to do there. These couple little spots next to us. I think have some booty and looty. Yeah, there's a not explored planet here, which has me really confused. We have visitors on the bridge. Somebody always needs my attention. Can't travel anywhere in this space without somebody bothering me. Who's this fella? Danrock, your lordship, allow me to steal a few minutes of your precious time. I come to you on behalf of your lowly devotees who have bestowed upon me the honor of paying you tribute. Glorious tales of your majesty travel far and wide, not only across the decks of this vessel, but also throughout the protectorate. Your name instills fear and awe that people think twice before uttering it without reason. Therefore, they call on you in their most desperate prayers. Yes, Lord Captain, at times your name is spoken instead of his among the commoners. There are also those who have long since honored you as a messenger of the true gods. Followers of your cult have created a relic for you, an altar that was recently delivered to the ship. I felt compelled to ensure that no one interrupted your work and had it placed in a secret room within your chamber. Do you wish to see it? Oh man, absolutely. Oh man, that is just an altar of chaos. Take the sword shards to the altar of chaos. I have reached a point where I can appeal directly to my patron. Dudes, no way. Sick. I have never seen this, obviously. The heavy altar looks ancient and out of place in your chambers. Faint whispers surround you as you approach. Place the sword shards upon the altar. Pray to the gods of the warp. I mean, let's put the sword shards on there. As you place both of the shards on the altar, an irresistible force pulls your hands towards them. Blood bursts forth from your palms into the iridescent metal, and then the shards begin to dissolve, melting like snow in the sunlight. After several agonizing moments, the blood inexplicably reverses its flow and pours back into your vein through the jagged wounds. A blinding fever consumes you. Your forehead beads with sweat, your hands tremble, and your breath grows uneven. Something alien comes to life in your mind, and you sense it turning its dualistic attention to you. Vogue, the first dawn, is woven into the tapestry of your fate. Hike, the second dawn, has entered the halls, prepared for the coming of the edge of daybreak. The champion's name is praised by mortals as that of a rising god. The ordination is complete. The vessel is blessed and ready to accept the weaver's will. Who are you? Vogue Hake is a shard of what was once whole, a weapon that was shattered and scattered across real space by the prince's orphans. We are but refractions of the edge to which Erlon the Cruel sings his hymns of hatred. Why do you need me? The aspirant vowed to return with a trophy to procure that which elevates a mortal above others, a relic that could serve the edge of daybreak. These words resurface in your mind as if the voices have pulled them directly from your memory. That fate was assured and the steps chosen, and yet you broke the unbreakable. The aspirant was defeated and thus gave birth to a new aspirant. What happened to the sword shards? They are no longer necessary, for their essence has been absorbed by your body. A vessel to hold the great blessing, or a weapon that will crush the edge of daybreak. The truth is in your very blood now, and you are hereby blessed to discover the last part of the name of the edge. When the time comes, you will gain power over it. I wish to know the full story of the sword and the edge, the whole story. The voices fall quiet and merge into one, ringing and hypnotizing. This galaxy is an ancient forgotten battlefield where the prince's orphans once stood against a mighty viceroy of the realm of the sorcerer, Tzeentch, the embodiment of the Weaver's will in real space, us. The battle ended with our defeat. We were fated to return to the Weaver's realm, but mortals changed that destiny. The shard of the edge was sealed in the material objects, a weapon whose creation was sung by the artisan of the prince's orphans. The sword shackled the fragments of the edge, depriving them of their full power and blocking the path to their return. Millennia have passed since. The sword's creators are no more, and the sword itself, broken into shards, was lost to oblivion among the stars, where generations of my servants have searched for it until now. The shards were reclaimed one after another. The first Vogue was found in the vastness of the heathen stars. The second, Hike, was extracted from the body of a planetoid, where the corpse emperor's lackeys crawling in the dirt unearthed it and heeded our whispers. Vogue was entrusted to our last aspirant, and the servant named Aurora accepted Hike. But you intervened. You cut the thread of the tapestry by interrupting the aspirant's mission and destroying the prophet. The sword was once destined to be reforged, but the pattern has changed. You will now become the vessel for the Edge's power. So the Weaver joined forces with the Drukhari who stole Rykad's son. They burst into screeching laughter. The prince's orphans follow the same path as the corpse emperor's lackey, paths woven by the Weaver. The edge foretold the final dawn, so it came to be, though its makers knew nothing of its design. What shall I do next? Vogue and Hike have been found and reunited. The third dawn, the last of the three, is still shrouded in darkness. Find it on a metal world in the hands of a preacher who desires to fulfill his Lord's will, whom he now serves as the greatest of the four gods. A metal world in the hands of a preacher. I mean, that sounds a lot like Hievagama. When the pattern leads you there, it will split in two, for a pattern disrupted is wont to ripple, become manifold, and distort its colors. Accept the edge or make it your god. Which will you choose? Only a mortal who has reached the prime of enlightenment can find the answer. Once the pattern is woven, you will hold the power to stop mortals from obtaining a weapon against us. Remain veiled. The blind may read your soul, but they do not dare strike until your blessing becomes apparent. There's a third dawn. I thought there were only two. I don't mean to alarm you. There's an altar of chaos in the secret room on your ship. Oh, don't worry. I'm alarmed. High fact for him enabling our heresy. Very nice of him, right? Right? Perhaps in the world that confines you, mortal, but not in the realm of the Weaver of Destinies. What weapon against us? Mortals are always trying to save themselves from their own creations. Yet another fool thinks himself powerful enough to tame an ancient horror. Let his hopes turn to dust. The future fluctuates and changes. Its interpretation will only tarnish the pattern. Follow the destined path and all will be revealed in time. Can I count on your aid? If you find yourself alone, beseech us. Vogue Hike is nearby and forever in your blood. I am surrounded by servants of a corpse emperor. What should I do with them? Make the weak kneel before you. Subdue the strong, or wait for the moment to strike them in the back. Do it alone or with your faithful allies. What will my reward be for obeying the Weaver's will? You feel as if a white-hot metal ring has suddenly tightened around your head. Is it worthy of the Chosen One to ask what others can give him? You take what you desire because you have torn the veil from your eye and now see the truth. Let the Weaver's will be done. I shall see to it. The Weaver's will is your own. Remember that. Cast off false beliefs. Find the third dawn. Complete the pattern. You slowly start regaining clarity of mind, and there's no trace of the wounds on your palms. The shards, however, have disappeared as well, which makes you wonder if they ever existed at all. Become a zealot of chaos. Oh, man. Sick. That ruled. Reporting you to the Ordo Malus? Don't worry about him. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. Anything in here I want? Probably not. 5% armor. Immune to burning. Did I just pick up an immune to burning cape? Ah. I have 2 of these capes somehow now. There's a couple items it looks like I have 2 of. Pirate's eye patch, 20 bonus to coercion. Put that on Solomorn. Probably look pretty badass, actually. You know what? Let's take that out. Prisoner's Shank. Do I have any, like, Drukhari gloves here? Serrated greatswords, serrated mono knives. Stalker gloves. I do have another Eldari sniper. But other than that, not really. Ghost sword. Oh, maybe I do. Just getting rid of some of the trash here. Ooh. Oh, no, you have to be a heretic to use that. Man, heretic bolt guns. Definitely seems like a doable build. Yeah, for some reason, Solomorn doesn't exist anymore. He is only Glado. There we go. Okay, if I push the overseer button, I can get him. Yeah, dude, for sure. Let's give you this sick eye patch. That doesn't make any sense because you have a robot eye. What if I give you sunglasses? Do they work? No. I'll give you that eye patch. Get you up to 140 coercion, just in case. And then Cabela. I feel like I maybe just got you some new swords. 12 to 18 for this Eldari power sword. Not as good as an Eldari chainsword, which also deal bonus critical damage. Noted. And you can't use these Drukhari claves yet. You have a really fancy las sniper, which is 20 to 25, 29 to 30. This rifle can only perform dead-eye shots. When they score a critical hit with a single shot attack, they gain additional attacks that turn. 19 to 22 on a las. That's not an Eldari weapon. Fusion gun. Cruel Fate, hunting rifle. Mezwa pattern hex rifle. This is also a sniper rifle. 18 to 28 plus 6. It's just the razor designed sniper rifle. I might use that one instead. Nah, you know what? This one has longer range as well, so that's better for her. All right, enough screwing around. Something just say skill checks? Something skill check there? Oh, hallucinating. Hey, look! We got another captive. This captive's fin is littered with fresh scars in the shape of heretical symbols. Judging by the amount of blood on the floor and the caged man's ragged breathing, a replacement will have to be found soon. Man, I'm just swimming in some good heresy. Oh yeah, and there's the Eldaris. Cracked helmet of an Eldari Xenos. Nice. Chamber's now got a lot of chaos corruption going on. You know, it happens. Are these cages new? I can't tell. Is the whole ship gonna get more chaotic? Sniper with double shot seems cool. Yeah. Weapons don't have recoil. Do we need those gloves? The pistols have recoil. They very much have recoil. Now, what did we not explore here? Unidentified Imperial voidship. I guess you're what we haven't explored. Voyage of the Casabelican ship. If the Scarlet Pursuer sends out a hearty greeting, he wishes you good health. Oh, this is the Burning Worlds guy. I just sold him multiple things and got a whole bunch of these extra soul traps and reputation. Okay. I'm not sure why it let me like select that multiple times, but there's an auger anomaly here. We're being attacked. 5 recoil, not 50 like some weapons. Yeah, but it's still like helpful. Unless her ships, her shots stay on target.
The Emperor is with us.
Horrors. Let's have Legion just go right there. Okay.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Was that you? Or
It's maybe not the best option to be casting this stuff, but what's a little psychic shenanigans between friends, you know? Oh, the bird is knocked down. I don't think that ability is going to work.
on it.
Well, everyone is knocked down for the first round of combat, but they're all making willpower saves at Adira's stats right now. So we should be fine.
An unfortunate turn of fate.
Wow, you're really all gonna have that much trouble standing up, eh? Okay, let's...
You jest, sure.
Oh, I can't even give them bonus turns.
Just Kedari. Remember the name. I want a medal for that one.
Yeah, see, like so many of those shots went really, really wide on that burst, and if I could get a recoil down, it will not do that so much.
Tell me and it's... I can do that with the right incentive.
I feel like I'm just gonna get stun locked this whole fight right now.
Let's see
All
what
right.
she can do. Damn. What was the command again? All right. No can do. I'm not so sure. That is not my destiny.
I don't know why that's on cooldown. Sailor beam. Yeah, these guys aren't doing much in the way of damage, at least. Basically doing nothing. Okay. Stupid thing is in the way.
There is only death. Yours or mine.
All this warp gas is really also in the way.
The shadows will
Smack him with a big sword. And then let's just keep like
as
dusting him
honor
up.
ordains.
Bye. I guess we can run through a bunch of them.
Aim for the heart next time. As honor ordains.
It does do a little bit of bonus
This
damage.
goes against the tenets. The other side awaits.
And then we blow the two of them up. Run back to daddy. And we're golden.
It will be done.
Abelard.
Victory is imminent.
Abelard.
I will do my duty. It
You're
will
not
be
meant to
done.
miss every one of your attacks.
Indeed.
That doesn't do much good for me, buddy.
You've got a problem, I've got a prize.
Oh, I guess I can't use Bring It Down on somebody else's turn.
I will triumph. Ruin beckons. I won't waste my time on that.
At least we can buff everybody up, I suppose. Jay, I think I'm just going to have you keep shooting this guy. You don't do a lot of damage, but you do some.
I took care of
He
this
gets
one.
countered. Good.
One step closer.
Abelard charges. And then triggers Reckless Strike, forgetting that he needs AP to attack with. 82 damage on a shield bash, though. Does he also attack after shield bashing? Oh, man. I am not using him well at all.
I need no guidance.
Give him another free attack. Man, you're so bad at hitting things. What if you just came up and attacked this guy? You are meant to be tanky. You do have a shield. You don't do a lot of damage, but you do some.
I took care of this one.
All right, that's one blue horror down. There's the second one almost down.
My vow is to serve. Request approved. Value.
There's another one down.
The scriptural prophecy federates you machine spirits.
Big shot there.
Running binary override.
Blowing up all the cover on everybody.
The Messiah knows all. Comprehends all.
Now I gotta just try to sit here and tank, which I think we're doing okay with. Part of me is thinking like maybe I don't attack anybody with you, but I guess Evil Eye doesn't trigger warp, so we might as well use that.
All right.
And then Cabela, you could just run up here and finish this dweeb off.
I feel nothing. Fear nothing.
Very good. It's almost as if having a chaos altar on our ship is somehow causing more chaos demons to infest our ship all the time. Horror's really annoying for Adira. They won't let us play with the warp. Well, I mean, they'll let us. They just make it a little bit more difficult. Drifting void ship. Are you what I haven't searched? Already explored. Auger's anomaly. That's what I'm looking for here. Before you is a burning world, an inhospitable place at the mercy of a perpetual inferno due to the suffocating atmosphere in close proximity to the system's star. The firestorms on its surface never cease. What could the Casabelica be looking for in such a place? After many long hours spent analyzing the auger data, the tech priests noticed something unusual. A number of constructions of artificial origin detected on the planet's surface. They're too vast and peculiar to have been created by humans, but their geometric shapes and other properties clearly indicate they were put together by sentient beings. Unfortunately, there are traces of human activity next to the mysterious constructions. It looks like somebody found a way to land on the planet and set up an archaeological dig. These ancient monuments have been stripped of anything of value or interest, but other burning worlds may yield new discoveries. Oh, is this because I sold all my data? It totally is. Damn, that sucks. That sucks big time if so. Janus has begun a new stage of development. Hallucinatory thermal chems on Dargonis, another 30 heretical. We have officially drugged all the people of Dargonis. Now, I need to get up with the Casabalicans. Or the Fellowship of the Void. Honestly, I don't really care which one of these. They're both good for us. You give me an Aldari Melta. You give me one less profit factor, but 3 times weapons. Kiava Gamma has made giants. Hospice of Servitors will provide cure for out-of-order automatons to the utter bewilderment of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Because we're adherent iconoclasts. Plus 30 more. 1 profit factor. 6 people. 20 hull integrity. This doesn't block anything, so I'm not really seeing a reason not to do that. We got all the drugs and stuff. Demons, there's no loot. Yeah, no loot on demons. Lordship, there are alarming reports coming from Janus. A number of strange mutations have been spotted among the population in remote agri-complexes. Aside from the obvious disfigurement and the subsequent estrangement, these mutants, called wretches by the rest of the colonists, are coming together to practice a primitive form of religion involving ritual worship of the land. They display no disobedience or hostility. Their very existence is concerning. Governor Vietas suggested the mutation may have been caused by one of her genetic experiments to improve the working populace. She notes the docility of the specimens and asks not to treat them as abominations that would otherwise be purged. The Janus nobility humbly awaits your decision. What do we know about these wretches? Their mutations cause the loss of skin pigment and the shedding of hair. Some of them have developed a translucent third eyelid similar to that of reptiles. Others have succumbed to progressive atrophy of the larynx, causing the loss of human speech. At the same time, their tendons become denser and more elastic, providing increased endurance and load resistance. They're commonly ostracized due to their grotesque appearance. There haven't been too many cases of mob justice yet, but they will become more commonplace after the deformities become more obvious. The wretches tend to form in groups with similarly affected people. Their average level of intellect is low. They all belong to the labor caste and communicate among themselves using a primitive vernacular of their own invention. As for their barbaric religion, they are deifying both the soil and Janus itself. To them, working in an agri-complex is a form of worship, which has had a positive impact on productivity. Heart of the Nameless increases the Xenos lore by 10, and if you're an adherent of Iconoclast, increases all skills by 10. That's kind of good on J. Efficiency in exchange for security. Or security in exchange for efficiency. What do my advisors have to say? I saw your picked recordings. The signs these monkeys leave behind, their idols. I cannot deny a connection, though a pathetic and extremely abstract one, to the symbols of my people. Their guttural prayers echo the sounds of the children of Assyrian speech. The probability of them having to come in such close contact with our civilization is non-existent, yet somehow they are connected. Protect these people, resettle them to distant abodes where they will not be harmed, and keep watch. The blessed sanction of the Imperium does not grace these mutants, but nor does it declare their existence anathema. Should we sentence them without further study? There are mutants whose existence is fully sanctioned, such as ogrins, ratlings, pariahs, peligers, fenids, and troths. Our library has had many treatises on the janitor's craft, and I could impart some of that knowledge to your servants. This mutation has not been properly studied and is missing from the catalog. I am registering a basis for delaying the commencement of immediate genetic purification. I recommend launching a thorough investigation into the genetic makeup of this forbidden strain. Secrets of the mutated flesh. Rogue Trader gains 10 Medicae. I don't want to destroy them. So we can study them and get efficiency. Or I could pick up the Heart of the Nameless. I'm trying to think about like what Jay's necklace is right now. Because I want to say it's something that gives her lore Imperium, which is more important. Like the first one. I like that it gives us security without compromising anything else. That's more what I am concerned about. Plus 10 is amazing. Yeah, I'll take it for now. The monkey have been touched by something wondrous. The mutants were resettled to distant agri complexes where their unorthodox appearance will not put them in the danger of being massacred. They were put under surveillance, and one of the watchmen spotted a mysterious relic. Turned out to be an item of Xeno origin. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's awesome. She does not have a good necklace at all. Oh, it's not a necklace. Ooh. I either have to get rid of the pistol holder, which gives her free attacks with the pistol every time she crits, or get rid of the 15 bonus to lore Imperium. But then she gets plus 10 to everything. She already has something here where fellowship, yeah. Imperium is based on fellowship instead of intelligence. This is the same thing, but for dogmatic. Well, she loses 1% armor temporarily, but she gets better at everything else. Honestly, I think that's probably a good trade. And then we can start doing other things here. The reaping will give us profit factor and provisions in exchange for plasteel and promethium. We have a lot of both of those. Secrets of the winter scale gives us chemicals and promethium and a new contract. And the cure for sloth gives us efficiency for all colonies, plus 3 chems. Well, let's take that. Since the grimy masses are so lazy, a wise lord will add substances to their daily communion and ensure obedience and diligence. Once purified and distilled, these truly miraculous plant-based chemicals will make a commoner forget their fatigue and their purposeless pastimes. And once the body is burnt out and withered, they will simply be replaced by a new worker. Let's drug the populace. Excellent. And then we're going to warp travel to here, where apparently there is a space combat. Are you sure about that? Two plasteel, 5 promethium, 4 promethium. How many extractums do I have? Just out of curiosity. Uh, 18. All right, let's just put one down. Obviously, we've increased that number pretty dramatically from the 2 that we had for a very long time. Fire broke out on the decks during the warp voyage. A raging disaster consumed the entire chamber, destroying precious cargo and damaging the plating. No guilty parties were found, and while clearing out the rubble, a few people claimed the soot on the plasteel formed lines in cryptic alien language. The delirious workers were executed. 1 profit factor gained. I don't know what for. I'm up to 75 profit factor. Oh, yeah, nice. This connected to everything over here. Fantastic. Compassion for the silent is complete. And now we have enough efficiency that we can also do flawless servitors, which is +2 efficiency, and battle serves. And that will allow us to get Armored Rage, production of war machines, and the Titan Forge Lance weapon. That's exactly what we wanted. Yes. Hell yeah. Plasteel and mechanisms. Yeah, we have a few of those. We'll get 2 profit factor and 2 efficiency for all places. That's so good. That's going to give us so much loot. You've completed the cure for sloth. Let's trade these provisions for chemicals and promethium. Is this going to use 35 profit factor? I'm sure it will not. Not even the sprawling agri-complexes of Janus can cover the whole of the planet's fertile expanse. Gargantuan-tracked mega harvesters will come to their aid and wander the planet for months, each operated by its assigned clan of serfs who are born, live, and die in the bowels of the great machine. These giants reap harvests with their toothed jaws, break open the soil with their plasteel plows, and drink the swampy lowlands dry with their thirsty hydro pumps, spewing the water forth down upon the arid hills. I mean, you get me profit factor, so I'm going to do you first. Loot, baby. Lots and lots of loot. What do we got here? Void stations? Probably pirates. Snowy planets. A asteroid with 6 plasteel. I'll take 6 plasteel. Pascal says, I'm detecting traces of magnetic rock extraction. Judging by the methods of sacred geometry used for cutting open these formations, this is a work of my explorer brethren. A Hecutor pattern plasma battery fires 3 shots, dealing 33 damage per shot. Long range broadside macro cannons. 2 at 21 is like 42.84. This is 99. Yeah. It's also long range. The downside of this is that this other one gets to shoot twice. But I think the trade-off of damage and long range is the way to go. So we'll give it a shot. You got 5 provisions. I will absolutely take that. And the cold, windy planet is covered by a raging sea of mustard gray grass so tall it reaches the average human's waist. The monotony of the endless steppe is occasionally broken by chains of murky green lakes, but the Augur crew spots a far more interesting anomaly, a scar running several dozen kilometers deep, splitting the world's equator in two. After 2 exploration watches, the crew intercepts a faint signal coming from one of the labor settlements in the deep chasm. Due to the unstable connection, the foreman mistakes your vessel for a winter-scale ship, one that was due to arrive 9 cycles ago. He grimly reports over the weak channel that the adamantine ore deposits on the world are nearly depleted and that the planet will be fully mined out in less than a decade. With some difficulty, he picks up enough words to understand that the ship in orbit belongs to another rogue trader house and then awkwardly apologizes and falls silent. At some point, the connection cuts off completely, and you leave the foreman and his prospectors to wait for the real master. Okay. Let's fight some pirates. You sight a ship hovering over a void station. It bears no identifying marks, but the landing craft swarming the station below makes the situation clear. Pirates have seized an Imperial outpost. The augurs detect that the pirate ship is warming up its engines and quickly reloading its cannon. It is preparing for battle. Attempt to hail the pirates. The ship fires a salvo and sets course towards you. Well, you know, every now and then you gotta at least try to talk to the pirates. We do have a bunch of upgrades that allow us to often go first. Oh man, that's it. These guys are babies. Oh, we also have this new sun hammer. Long range macro cannons on both sides. Okay, you're facing that way, you're facing that way, you're facing that way. So why don't we stay behind everyone?
Send them into the cold void.
Damn.
Send their souls to the void.
I done Urk Augury. I can still shoot him.
Charter course.
Do what we can here.
Macro cannons. Annihilate them.
Wow, plasma battery. That's the new one we just set up. Completely give those guys. You know what? We could just shallow jump and then hit this guy with the Promethean mortar.
Unleash the storm of macro cannons.
No fires. All right. Is that my front of my ship? No, he's taking the side where we boosted. Oh, most excellent.
Macro cannons. Annihilate them.
Ah, here's an interesting thing. Because we have plasma cannons, we actually cannot use the flak upgrades anymore. All right, well, that guy's dead. But he could certainly be more dead.
Eviscerate them.
What do I want to do here? Our right shields are already boosted from last turn. Or were boosted, but aren't anymore. I could certainly just spin you away.
Let the Imperium guide us.
Feels like you're cheating when you do that sometimes. Like, oh, you want to face me? No. I decided I'm not going to let you. Was hoping those plasma torpedoes that we would get to go a bit better with them, but should be plenty. Hit him with the sun hammer. Hit him with the Promethean murders.
Annihilate them.
Jump forward. Shoot him with the plasma battery. And we're done. Absolutely trashing pirates. 3 shots at 21. Yeah, getting bad plasma cannons there. Ain't nothing special out of them. Ooh. The Void Station's an actual encounter. See what kind of trouble we can find down here. I'm actually feeling like we could probably take on those Drukari ships now as well if we wanted. Up by Vabos 4.
Your struggles are in vain.
We got whoa, this is a big map. There's a lot of guys here. Holy smokes. What if yeah, you're still in range there. Pascal, what if you go there? God, I love just like squishing everyone into just such ridiculous AoE range for everyone else. Cabela. Ciao, Bella. Might as well get to work. These guys got some HP on them. Gil the Psycho. Uh-oh. I did not foresee actual people here. Dodge! Oh no, he's got a flamethrower and all of my guys are stuck together.
I shall not fail.
Oh boy, you are not landing the hits I need you to land.
As the tenets demand, the shadows will see it done. Your soul
Oh my god, a parry. Unbelievable. She really let me down. Last the slasher.
Let's make it quick.
I like that he just ran forward and exploded a barrel.
Here we go.
Oh, yes. Oh, give me a plasma shot. Abelard's in his element. Block, block, block. What is everybody looking like here? Adira goes last.
I can do that with the right
I feel like
incentive.
getting her
Am I
buffs
getting
off
paid for this?
is probably the smart thing to do here.
Anything else?
before everybody decides to start like running in every direction. I'm gonna boost Pascal. And then I'm gonna just like run here and shoot this barrel.
Living on the edge.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hold on.
Nice of them to all pile together for me here. Adira is gonna get some serious chain lightnings in this.
Stop hitting me.
Oh. Well, I'm glad we did our buffs in advance. Bunch of toxic needlers as well. I was hoping to plasma them while Gil the Psycho was in that crowd, but
My vow is to serve.
let's put you into perfect cover.
Request approved. The post-mortem servitorization.
And then just explode a bunch of people. Put a bounty on him. Put a bounty on him. There must be like a named character up top as well. Remy the Lead Rain. Well, we gonna wait on him.
Running binary override. Functions successfully terminated.
Oh, I guess if I use piercing shot, I can use that ability to shoot through people and kill multiple people with claim the bounty. Wow, Cabela, you really moved out of range there.
Triumph.
That still hits everybody.
Beckons.
So let's do the mass buffs.
One step.
Reduced to dust.
I
Drop the Medicaid sigil.
no guidance. This is beneath me.
And I can't use Dara again. Let's just boost Pascal then. Maybe I should chill on the multiple overcharges in a single round. Yeah, see, these all have overpen, but I'm not. I guess I'd be hitting them. Oh, it's only on a regular attack, though. Good grief, what a monster.
The scriptural prognosis is
Every time he hits, he just does more and more damage.
It will be done. I took care of this one.
Appleheart cleaves the two of them down. How does the melt-a-pistol feel here? Yeah! Love her melt-a-pistol. Landing party, best party. Happy refusing Independence Day to my favorite Canadian streamer. Sorry, I've been busy today. Couldn't watch much. Shaker, not a worry, my dude. Happy Colonial Day. I guess.
Let's make it quick.
Welcome. Welcome on in. You've missed a day full of some serious heresy. I tell you, there's been some real bad juju going on. We've been up to all kinds of trouble today.
It's my turn.
Bird.
I'm gonna control it myself.
Well, I was gonna do a different ability, but
Let's see what you can do.
if I could just almost kill you with a psychic scream. Abelard goes next, so he can finish off Ulas the Slasher.
Will do.
I think I'll just cast Sensory Deprivation on him. Target is too close. What if he took a
Tried
step
and
back?
tested tactics are the best ones. Reduced to dust.
Bada bing. 2 characters down.
At your beck and call. I will do my duty.
I might as well just charge myself up. Cabela, you can probably just come over here and kill this guy off.
Blades and shadows.
So much damage. Come on. For the love of God.
As honor ordains, death is a blessing.
Dance Macabre through him.
I shall
Dance
not
Macabre
fail.
over here. You must have a few flips, right? You only have 1 flip. And you can't do it there because that machine is in the way.
As the tenants demand,
All right.
the shadows will see it done.
Oh, I'm sorry, but you also have 8 million movement points,
Death
which
comes
somehow
in
I
silence.
didn't calculate here. It's an insane amount of movement points.
As honor ordains. Come, the other side awaits. Killing brings me no pleasure.
Well, that's going to get her a few more backflips.
I shall not fail.
Oh, she still has so much movement.
I am your blade and shield.
What? How does she have all this movement after attacking? That's my question. Four stacks of death from above. Does it break their ranks? No. Increase all characteristics. Ton of resolve. I have no idea.
Death is a blessing.
94 damage. She's got a few more of these jumps left, and like... Blade Dancer uses death from above against a target enemy without spending a charge, immediately making a melee attack against the enemy. The Blade Dancer repeats this combination up to 5 times against random available targets. It's impossible to use death from above. The Blade Dancer only makes a melee attack against a random available target.
As the tenants demand.
There's a lot of jumps to waste, but I never get to use this ability.
The undying Emperor whispers his will. Let your soul be purged. Killing brings me no pleasure. Trust me.
Flip, flip, flip.
As honor
Flip.
ordains.
Flip.
I shall not fail. Death is a blessing.
Flip.
As the tenants demand. Thy blade be drenched in blood, and thy
I like that she
blessings
already just built
flow
back
through
all
my
of her
veins.
momentum. How many more of these flips do I have? It keeps saying I have 1 left, but I keep getting more and more of them.
The shadows
Flip.
will see it done.
Oh, you're finally out of movement. You know what? I'm going to cast Veil of Blades because these guys are the only guys left. don't suppose I can.
Can do that. With the
Oh, I
right incentive.
can!
Trust me.
Dance macabre?
As
Dance
it
macabre?
fates demand. Trust me. One foe or 100. I will kill them all.
Cabela is amazing, dudes. She's so crazy. Stabbed 6 people in one turn. She stabbed way more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 people. I think she just killed in one turn. That is some nasty damage. 39 movement, right? Boots giving back movement. Oh, that might be it. No, her boots are just +3 movement. I don't have the ones that give her extra movement. If worn by a Death Cult assassin, whenever they kill an enemy, they explode in a fountain of blood. Picked by a blood file. Okay. The wearer gains a stack of blood blasts. They gain 10 toughness. They regain 1 wound whenever they attack. They gain resolve. I don't know what it is that allowed her to do that. I would have assumed she would have been out of movement the moment she attacked the first time, but... Drukhari Glaive, Splinter Pistols... Radiant Chest Plate. Ooh. Heavy armor with Fellowship. 2 deflection against area of attacks. Yes, please. Gil the Psycho has obviously a sick flamer as well as a bunch of bolt pistols. I think we already have like 2 bolt pistols, yeah. Unstable flamer and ranged attacks get 2 damage. 2 times rate of fire damage. Okay.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
Remy the Lead Rain didn't even have a chance to use his weapon, which was just a shotgun. Nullifying shotgun. 24-31. That might be good for Solomorn. Hey, Momo. Cabela's playing checkers. Yeah. Could you imagine if she had the ability to jump back again at the end of that? If I hadn't noticed that I had 39 movement left,
The world will bow.
I could have just kept going, ran down a bunch more people, and then flipped backwards through everybody. Argenta, would you kindly put the iron mask on? Oh, yeah. I can't let her do it because she needs the Ancient Terror monocle. Otherwise, she loses like +5. That's it? Wait, why is everything fellowship for you? I'm sorry, do you have like a special trait that lets you do that? Do you have the Voidborn trait? Cold Trader's Acumen. Reputation levels give you extra bonuses. Oh, cool. Jay can use Fellowship or Intelligence for int-based skills. Additionally, Jay can reroll failed commerce tests 1 time for each test. Wow. I did not realize that. Well, I'm going to give her +14 damage then. She's wearing the Kinky Sex Helm now. This Radiant Armor. It's less armor, but it's higher deflection. Higher base deflection. 7 Fellowship, also not bad for Abelard. Ooh, it does really match his helmet and shield. Damn, dude, he's got 7 deflection. No wonder he doesn't take damage. We also have this makeshift heavy Xeno mesh. It's pretty funny looking on him. I don't have heavy armor. I should probably get heavy armor proficiency, to be honest. All these heavy armors work great on me. Like, we're just wearing the most basic pirate chainmail. Right, the Fireblessed Carapace looks really bad, so I refuse to use it. Alright, and we got a sick new shotgun, a new flamer, 2 splinter pistols, an extra clave. Not really anything of that crazy value.
Embrace true power.
What do we got up here, Johnny? A ranger's visor. Crazy goth waifu with swords. She knows how to give the cut. Okay. Like, I've never seen a complicated cutscene for opening a door in this game before, but I'll take it. Okay.
Nothing matters more.
Sure. Why not?
Let's seize
Blank
the
screen, less
opportunity.
animation. That could go wonky. I mean, true. Thing you can get for her that basically makes her go backwards. Oh, yeah. We have that ability. The, acrobats something or other. I just used it in the middle of that turn instead of earlier. Nameless Star. This is where the unending war is. This is where the Aldari are. Honestly, I might as well make this unsafe. We have so many warp points right now. We're gonna make some sick shortcuts. I just want to use up these Aldari so that we can be done with them. So we can kick Yerlet off the ship. Coordinates from the ship's log lead to an unremarkable star system. The Augur crew reports that the arrays cannot register anything worthy of the Lord Captain's attention. Was the log entry just some idea of a joke? Someone's playing a dangerous game. You get experience for the athletics check if you go back the other way as well? Oh, I should have done that. Cogitator screen highlights the shapes of several buildings. This small settlement, the only one on the planet, is Winterscale Dynasty. Raid the outpost? Let's visit it first. After a lengthy descent to the planet, you are rewarded with a dismal sight. The entire outpost consists of long columns of uniform bunkhouses, machine hangars, and large headquarters, topped with a massive antenna of an ancient Voxcaster. The binary suns hanging in the sky make every object cast 2 shadows, a spectacle you find vaguely disturbing. The custodian and his people go out of their way to give the esteemed guest a proper reception, but their resources are scarce. Talk to the custodian. The custodian, a big fluffy kitty cat named Mona, shares alarming news. The outpost is highly dependent on various deliveries from the core Winterscale worlds, but 2 ships have already failed to arrive on schedule. The locals do not have an astropath of their own, so the custodian cannot determine the cause of the delays or request aid. Sorry, I bonked your head there, Mona. The outpost will soon run out of food, so the custodian sends an urgent request for provisions. He is begging you for help, offering what little the settlement has in exchange. I have provisions. mean, I was just going to raid this place, but like maybe I can turn them against Winterscale? The custodian showers you with gratitude and hurries to send gifts in return. The formerly grim and worried faces of the men light up with relief. We get a needle rifle. And a bunch of cargo. Oh, well, that's worth it then. The journey treats you to a rare and unexpected spectacle. An eclipse begins as one of the two local suns cover the other. You watch as the temperature drops, the lighting changes, and the double shadows vanish. The two discs in the sky merge, forming a shimmering oval and then become one. Eventually, the fantastic event passes, leaving behind a vivid memory. This is pretty cool. Yeah, the two suns here, they're like pulling into each other. Can I also now raid it? Winterscale Dynasty Outpost hails you and thanks him for the help. The locals are indebted. Glory to the rogue trader. All right, well. Are Winterscale also agents of chaos? No, I don't think so. I think they're just kind of like a greedy iconoclasts. 2 plasteel. I have 15 extractums. Why not? Lord Captain, there's evidence of a recent scuffle straight ahead of us. Throne take me. This is not a frigate, but a gutted piece of metal. The culprits are here too. It's the Aldari freaks. I recognize their shiny asses even from the distance, except the Xenos are acting suspicious. They're hovering in place and not trying to run. Should we approach or open fire? Call off your people, Elentok. Something is wrong. The children of Asurian are dismayed. But doing something like this to a monkey vessel? No, we are not animals. I appeal to your prudence and the promise you made. Do not destroy my kin for the deeds they did not commit. We received report from the Augur crew. The situation is unusual. The Xeno ships display no biological or energetical signatures, even though it appears to be intact. According to the scanners, there's nobody on board. Survivors are believed to be hiding in one of the compartments of the damaged vessel of the Imperium. We've also spotted some drifting plating remaining to a third unidentified vessel. Have acolytes of the machine cult identify the remains of the third vessel. Drukari. I guess rescue the survivors? No, let's look into the Xenos first. After several hours of tedious waiting, Big Disc gets back in the air. The scouts confirm our earlier reports. The Xeno ship is intact. Many artifacts inside, but neither the Aldari nor their bodies were discovered. 3 Shuriken catapults. We are late again, Elentok. Head out to the frigate. The scouts managed to rescue several emaciated officers from the wrecked ship. Despite their wounds, they were able to tell us what happened. During a patrol, the frigate discovered an Aldari ship crossing the system and decided to immediately attack the enemies of humanity. The Xenos vessel proved too fast and skittish, but at one point its engines failed, giving the frigate a chance to attack. When the guns were aimed, several Drukari ships suddenly pounced from the darkness. At first, they attacked from a distance, but soon boarded the frigate and wreaked a bloody massacre. It's only by sheer miracle that the surviving officers managed to escape, locking themselves in a hidden technical compartment the Xenos had no use for. The survivors claim that the Xenos conspired to deliberately lead the ship into a trap where it met its doom. They joined forces to eliminate a vessel of the Imperium? An alliance between the Aldari and Drukari is an unusual sight, and yet such an outcome is hardly surprising. Why, Master Interrogator, I was thinking exactly the same. At last, you and I can finally agree on something. How blind are the Monkey to the vices of their own kind? Humans attack a ship with the children of Asurian sailing peacefully by, but it is my kids' people who are to blame? No, my kind would not willingly take place in a massacre orchestrated by the Dark Ones and then abandon their ship. Something else happened here, something I am afraid to even consider. All right, let's bounce. When do we recruit an evil Xenos? In Act 3. Or actually, it might be at the end of this act. Each of us is born with our death. It grows with us, and when the time comes, it displaces our life. The same is true for entire civilizations, for they must one day fade beneath the weight of the ages. Thanks. Thanks, e-girl goth mommy. The crew retreated to a truly impressive sight, a colossal storm on the gas giant's surface. The planet's dimensions in themselves were mind-boggling, and then it birthed the tempest, the storm to end all storms. As the Lord Captain and his officers observed it from a safe distance through the bridge's huge viewing windows, someone suggested giving it a name, and the Emperor's wrath garnered the most votes. Some of the crew believe it to be an omen. Hopefully of all the good things to come. Nothing. Nada. Zilch. type LA supernova waiting to happen. Yeah, it's gonna blow itself up, I'm sure. Okay, we'll head back to Langren's Belt. A strange object had been following the Rogue Trader's void ship for several hours. It was a strangely shaped vessel of Xeno origin. The unidentified pursuer tried to approach the void ship several times, allowing the augurs to observe the shimmering energy sails unfurled among the shifting currents of the warp. The strange chase ended, and the mysterious ship vanished into the depths of the Sea of Souls. Shimmering energy sails unfurled among the shifting currents of the warp. I don't know who that would be. Like, I would think Drukari, but they don't use the warp. They use the webway. I don't know who else uses energy sails. You gained profit factor. Janus completed its reaping. Well, we'll do the Secret of the Winter Scales here as well. Which also reminds me, I think we have some contracts. Just the one, hey? Yeah, I'll take it. Unquenchable greed. Trade some people for provisions. A Tau have warp sails? I actually have no idea what a Tau ship looks like. I know what all their robots look like. Oh, there's a sick warp scar here. Infinite number of potential Xenos in the 40k universe. None are powerful like the player built factions. Yeah. I mean, the Tau has so many, like, weird factions as part of it. Like the Kroot, for example. The Tau's got a whole hodgepodge of Xenos that work for them. Xenos are basically just aliens. Anything that's not a human is a Xeno. We found an ancient bunker. Everyone is coughing. Melting venom.
Intriguing.
Seems like the bunker still has a working generator. Oh my god, I remember this location.
Crew members are advised to activate their respiratory.
This is like one of the hardest fights when you try to leave this place, so we'll see how it goes. Before you is an ancient but wholly typical console intended for use by people not trained in the mysteries of ministering to machine spirits. The cogitator is completely silent, but you sense a warmth emanating from it. Pascal offers it a reverent bow, chanting the binaric area of launch priming. The spirit of this machine embodies resilience and indomitability. In the den of decay and entropy, still does it reign over this place. Request status of the bunker's life support systems. Water supply system failed. Temperature and humidity failed. Warning, backup generator connected. Oxygen failed. Air filters damaged. Defense system failure. Activate system? Error, insufficient power. I'm actually going to save right here just in case. The Eldar use solar shields, but they don't travel through the warp. Yeah. Xenos, aliens, and according to the Imperium of Man, all aliens are evil by default. Pretty much. They are not man, so they are aliens. But the Imperium is also like really bad about this because, again, they also sanction a lot of different mutants, so... This massive door is dotted with small chips, scratches, and bullet marks. There's no sign of any hinges, levers, or anything resembling a lock. There's a dusty panel built into the wall, and as you approach, the cracked screen starts to flicker. Pascal can just open this. A little patience and you hear the tired clicking of mechanisms. The door opens.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
Mummified corpses, its arms stretched towards the exit. Words barely legible. Yellowish gas is seeping through.
Is blessed with multifunctionality.
Loot. Corrosion. Loot. Ooh, what's this? 10 bonus to tech use. I think we already have one of those. We have a 20 to tech use. Door control panel. Insufficient power. Decontamination shower. Oh, good. I mean, thankfully, we're not taking a lot of damage here. A worn seal. Someone has deliberately scraped the coat of arms off the handle. Ow. I'll try to move as quick as I can here. An officer's key. I love that the bird is just like going through walls. Rusted reservoir, half full of drinking water. A multi-key. A valve is required to regulate the flow. Oh, you're clearly a valve. Lots of goods. A computer. Cogitator panel has dozens of breakers, buttons, handles, and other things. Status of the life support system. Everything is broken. Well, we're gonna have to fix some stuff, I think. We can turn something there.
Aha! Found it.
Shireen, even my bionic lung can no longer handle the hospitality of this charming place. Is it perhaps a good time to turn on the ventilation system? Nah. I'm sure we're fine. Okay, there's something that goes boom in there.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
Loot, loot. This place is full of loot. A decayed scroll. 348 years ago, our ancestors arrived on this bloomin' world built by the cities from the manufactorums and found here a society free from heresy and fear. But the immortal emperor of humanity, Warden of Light, saw fit to test our faith. A great war tore open a rift between our ancestors, dividing them into two factions and turning the world into a boundless battlefield. Each day we fought the enemy so that our children could see the dawn of a new era, an era without blood, pain, and tears. Brave people, living and dead, paved with their bodies the road to our future, and one day the skies answered our prayer. The great star allies descended from the darkness of the cosmos and bestowed upon our great army a doomsday weapon. We brought righteous anger upon our foes and ended the century-long war. Welcome the dawn of the new era. The universe will hardly notice our deed, but the God Emperor sees all. We, children of a great nation, must dedicate ourselves to this sacred mission, to survive and revivify this world, as the most beautiful flowers are revivified from ashes. Hence, do not despair, sons and daughters of the Imperium, for our star allies are behind us, and the God of humanity is with us. I know that help is coming, and soon the skies overhead will shine once more.
Embrace true power.
Star allies. Obviously, I'm sus of that. Trap disarmed.
Justice he ordained.
Crates of supplies from the winter scales. Insufficient power. Ooh. Very low tech use chance here. Do I try that? I have a ton of multi-keys.
Shameful failure.
Like, that allows me to try multiple times, right?
My knowledge has its limits. My success is an irrefutable certainty.
I'm like, what if I do that before I turn on the power? What's down here? An elevator.
What's that?
Someone sawed off the emergency stairs and tried to conceal the damage. Vox with the winter scale emblem. Entry C. It's been 100 cycles and these idiots are still none the wiser about who they saved from the storm. Going back to my camp is no longer an option. Damn rats chewed through the protective suit and these piss ants are out of repair materials. There are some decent people here, just civilians like my mother. This one girl, Zimmy, even made a habit of coming by in the after hours. She asked me to teach her the letters so she can write to her father who went to the surface. Foolish child. The war has taken its toll on both sides. Hold on. Am I sympathizing with the enemy? I better stop to this. I was finally allowed entry to the upper levels, and lo and behold, what did I find? The same supply crates as those gifted to our lords by the Star Allies. The same rations we've been eating, the same weapons we've been fighting with. Our lives have simply been toyed with. If Winterscale has betrayed us, I must report this to the command, no matter the cost. I got my hands on a cutter and decommissioned a few bricks of explosives. No one noticed a thing. I bribed the archivist with a dozen rations. Now I need to get the schematics for the life support systems. Rats brought disease from the surface. The Medicaid unit is packed. Just the right time for a quick short circuit. Zimmy drank the poison water and vomited a lot of blood. The schematics were inaccurate, but now I know for certain which pipes to go in the living module and which to the barracks. The senior comm officer suspects something. It's time. So the Star Allies were sowing chaos on this place. Are Star Allies just gene stealers? Is everything just gene stealers? Winterscale started a war so we could supply both sides of the conflict. Yeah, it could just be Winterscale. I'm tired. How long has it been since Doomsday? I think it was the 36th year when the heretical cholera wiped out half our people, including the old bookkeeper Helligar. Time has stood still for us since. I was so long ago. What a convenient solution to the overpopulation problem. Ha! The commanders think we bought this coincidence, morons. Still, when I look in the eyes of the mirror, I see my father. The same wrinkles by the eyes, gray temples, which means I'm now over 60, and we've been underground for longer than half a century. No sky, no sun, no joy, and no hope. If that damned propaganda scribe tells me one more time I must not lose faith, I'll make him eat his own tongue. Sure, we were once so certain that we had won. The weapon of the great ally boggled the mind. I still remember how the sky shook before me and my mob were evacuated to this wretched bunker. But where has it led us? When I took over my father's post at the comm station, I learned that we'd long since lost all communication with other PDF bases, Planetary Defense Force, and the stars respond to our calls with silence. These days, we don't hear any bombs landing outside, but things are still restless in the old bunker. First a water purifier, then a fire in the Medicaid unit. Rats chewed holes in the exposure suits, and now we can't go up to the surface anymore. Are these accidents, or have we had a saboteur in our midst all these years? I'll keep an eye on the troops. I don't believe in miracles, but we still have enough supplies on the lower levels to last us another 50 years. If UAID can somehow sort the air duct problem, that is. Next time we meet, I should ask how the supplies repairs are going.
Intriguing.
Intriguing. An old key to the warehouse. I should probably turn on the ventilation system.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
I do what I must.
Because we are definitely starting to add up on the old damage. Vokcaster repair.
Orbital is blessed with multifunctionality.
Okay. This is another room.
Error. Making adjustments. My knowledge has its limits. Operation.
God.
Successful.
That is so many attempts to open that door.
Whisper and be heard.
Bella, if you don't mind disarming this trap for me.
Just as I was taught.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
Ooh. Sworn Protector, two-handed light lasgun, requires Iconoclast Adherent. One resolve for each enemy killed until the end of combat. More melta charges.
My success is an irrefutable.
Few parchments bearing the Winterscale seal contains plan for military operations and mentions of a doomsday weapon. Where the hell am I going here?
Powers unseen uncover my path.
Open this door.
The machine gun grants me insight.
Yellowish gas is seeping through. Activate The emergency ventilation system. Processing input data. Data confirmed. Compressor launch in progress. Systems nominal. Warning. Error. Insufficient power. Booting emergency energy profile success. Pressurizing facility success. Booting compressor success. Emergency air filters activated. Automated defense system activated. With your permission, I would extract the command blocks of this noble machine to hold a vigil for its deceased spirit. The Omnisire preserves the faithful.
Embrace true power.
My head's killing me. I thought it was the gas, but it's the dead lamenting their own sorry fate. Are we done taking poison damage, I guess? I think I spent all those keys opening those doors, and like those doors were just openable with the other things we have.
Decorative elements not specified in the Catechism of Maintenance and Operation. Registering a Category 14 blasphemy.
Touch any of my augments with your iron tentacles and you'll be registering a bullet in your forehead. I mean,
I did not need to turn the power back on. Like, I think whatsoever. Damn. I mean, I guess I'll get the XP for this. This part I remember. Four turrets. Just a casual amount of turrets. Okay. How what do?
don't get too cocky. I can do that with the right incentive.
Anything else?
We'll buff everyone apparently except for Abelard. I think that's okay. I can't move and have him buffed, so. Everlord, thank you for the follow. I did activate the defenses. I'm dead. I mean, I don't know that we're dead. I do know this is going to be a tough fight. That looks like that does 0 damage.
And it is Jai Haydari. Remember the name. You've got a problem.
Oh, Jay Hadari. You don't do any damage. Abelard, what if you went for this guy instead?
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
And this would give you cover, at least from these guys in the front. Somehow I did not manage to hit that. Unbelievable. I thought he was stopping right there and hitting it.
Victory is imminent. I'd rather not.
Uh-oh.
At your beck and call.
Oh, that cover is not gonna last. Okay. Okay.
Guides me. I will try.
Cabela has a 100% armor-piercing sword.
One step closer. I will not stoop to this.
And Adira. I guess has electrical damage through the bird.
I will triumph.
Bella, this is gonna have to be you.
the web.
Okay, that's good.
The shadows will let your soul
Yes.
be purged.
Okay, Cabela can do some serious damage here.
Your name.
That's fantastic news.
Let your soul be purged.
She can also use Veil of Blades to block damage from basically everything.
The Omniscient knows all, comprehends all. Request approved.
Oh shoot, this was a bonus turn.
Running binary override.
I just thought it was Pascal's turn.
Request approved.
Would have actually taken a shot there.
My vow is to serve.
Whoopsie. Officer grants an ally an extra turn with full AP and MP. During that turn, there's no attack limit. Yeah, TBH, that's probably not a bad idea.
Whispers, guide my hand.
So, Cabela, let's just have you do that.
As the tenant, the other side awaits. I shall not fail.
You don't get that many turns. If I go behind this guy... Actually, if I go here...
Trust me.
You don't go through him, but you do get cover, so you can now Blade Dance. 8, that's not a lot of damage. 14, that works though.
Purged.
Skywarp, thank you for the follow.
As the tenant.
Welcome to the agency. Let's just stay right there. And... Hear me out.
Ravage and conquer.
What if I actually went here and then relocated my servo skull to here? It's maybe a bit of a weird one, but I'm gonna see how I feel about it. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Ow, 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 ow. All right, there goes all of their cover. Unfortunately, because I'm here, I can't Blade Dance this guy again unless I move. Where is your weak point? This side.
I bring mercy and retribution.
Okay, we're gonna
The shadows
move.
will
Hit him in the weak point for 62. We're gonna DOA. Hit him for 96. Never mind. I don't need to be scared of this fight. I have Cabela. I don't have to be scared of anything with this bay.
My blade whispers your name.
Clearly hitting things from that one side does
I shall not fail.
crazy extra bonuses.
As the tenants caught by the web. Trust me.
You can dance macabre through you and then acrobatic artistry and go back where we were. Flip. She also heals every time she flips, which is really nice.
The shadows will see it done.
Yo, that worked fantastic. So none of these abilities are going to do much, nor is any of that. 1, 2, 4 cell radius. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Damn! What was
If the bird
command
goes
again?
there,
All right. Let's see what you can do.
you can do shock damage for 9 and 9.
Whispers.
And
It's
warp
my
damage?
tour, and I'm gonna control it myself.
Warp damage still works. And I can guarantee critical hits on it as well. I should probably get into cover, though.
There is movement in the Imperium.
Just for safety's sake. And we can boost up Abelard because he was out of range
Anything else?
of our other stuff before as well. Does that work?
Will do.
Sensory deprivation, we can blind the turret as well. Pascal, I don't really want to move you because you have perfect spot. But I don't think it works. Oh no, it kind of does. So sure.
Request approved.
Now you're also covered in blood, which is good for you. It's good for everybody.
Running binaric override.
Over penetration, armor penetration.
The Omnissiah knows all. Comprehends all.
Try to overshot. Nice. That gives you back a bunch of AP. Which you can then use on this. Can I machine spirit him? I can't. I'm actually just out of range.
Request approved. Combat is an equation. Your life is a meditable variable.
But I think we're fine, honestly.
Don't get too cocky.
Let's just give him an extra turn and have him blast it.
Successfully terminated.
Dude. I remember the first time I did this quest. This was like the hardest fight I found in the entire game. Deactivated automation. It's just... Didn't realize I could just turn them off. That's good to know. And we got a level up. I died from anything today, he says. Almost certain to immediately die. Lord Captain, the crew that was sent to the surface reports they've been clearing the collapsed passage leading to lower levels. After exploring the abandoned rooms, they discovered valuable cargo that has already been brought aboard. Nice. Loot. Give me that loot. Wow, we have one more level until we're done. Our advanced archetypes. Turret fight sucked, but you are a much higher level. Yeah, all the DLCs. I mean, we focused on all the DLC stuff, and it's definitely making everything else easier. We could pick up advanced skill persuasion. I was talking about giving my guy heavy armor. Requires 45 strength. Damn. I could take Grenadier. I'm gonna take advanced persuasion. This way, if I fail a persuasion check, I get to re-roll it. And I shouldn't, in theory, fail them twice. You could probably take Dance of Blood. The other option for you was taking... Yeah, so we have Aldari weapon proficiency, but we can't get Aldari equipment. It would seem. I can't get Drukari weapon. I could also get dual weapon combat, which would just give her an extra attack every turn. Basically. The sweep ability of an axe and the shove ability of the hammer cost less AP. Well, no, that doesn't really matter. I think dual weapon combat is probably the way to go with her. Abelard. Great question. Power armor proficiency. Oh man, I'd love Abelard and some power armor, but I don't know when you get power armor in this game. I've never ever seen it. I kind of like the idea of getting to cover because it means that, like, if we get caught off, I have a chance to just, like, scatter everybody. Abelard does tend to go, like, pretty early a lot of the time. I think I will grab that on him. It could be useful. Some arc rifles would have been nice. In that fight? Yeah, actually, I had a bunch of arc rifles in my inventory. That would not have gone bad at all. All right, I'm picking up Thriving in Peril here. Perils of the Warp increases momentum by insane amounts. She perils every single round, so. Goldbloom, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. Pascal. Machine Spirit, Exploits, Medicaid. Prediction Protocols is for melee. Skirmish Protocol is for melee. Utility Mechadendrite is not bad. Tech use and demolition by 10. Yeah. Do you have all the plasma weapon upgrades? You do. You can't wear heavy armor either. You can use bolters, which is interesting. I didn't realize that. When wearing heavy armor, Forge Word characters get... I would need to get the heavy armor... Like, I would need to get 45 strength on him. I did, yeah, 3 strength upgrades in order to get that. Not going to happen. 3 deflection against burning effects and flame weapons. Persuasion, coerce, and commerce based on intelligence. I'd give him a plus 40 to those, but I don't really need him for that. I guess Persistence of the Forge. 10% bonus to hit chance and dodge reduction against any target they hit with a single target attack. It'll be good for, like, taking down bosses. Which is kind of what he does best, so. Shireen. What the hell am I going to do with you? Grenadier? Maybe, actually? She doesn't really have any unique special abilities. I could give her Xeno's lore. She already has, like, Drukari weapon proficiency. Yeah, no, she already gets that. Honestly, Grenadier could be pretty good for her. Or solid projectile weapons. I don't know what her weapons currently are shooting. You know what? Let's just quickly take a look at that. Exotic. Oh, I don't have a clue, dude. Laz. I think they count as their, like, own thing. Could just give her monster stats. She already has both those characteristic trainings as well. 5 Lorzinos. I mean, she is also my Lorzino specialist, so... I don't hate the idea. Everybody else I don't care about. All right, quick trip to the ancient bunker. Let's work our way around and then do this projection last. 2 plasteel. I mean, I don't know. Should I just get that anyway? I have so many of these distractums. 2 adamantine. Sight before you has excited the officer corps, who are delighted to witness the truly majestic end of this planet through the huge window on the bridge. One of the nameless worlds throughout the expanse, an unknown reason caused the planet to break into several uneven parts, but its strong magnetic field is still preventing them from drifting into the cold abyss of space. The planet's hard inner core has remained almost untouched as thousands of explosions taking place under its shell of hard metal lights up the world's heart from the inside. The Augur crew detects several ruined extractums on the broken planet's surface. The analysis shows somebody used to mine adamantium here, but abandoned the depot after the catastrophe. Most of the machines are damaged beyond repair, but the tech adepts claim one of the complexes could be restored if the rogue trader has the required parts and equipment. Yeah? A few dozen time bells later, and the Lord Captain is informed the repair crew is suffering from unrelenting headaches, most likely caused by the oppressive magnetic field. The machines have been successfully repaired, and the extraction of adamantine may continue if the Lord Captain wishes. Of course, the mine needs to be staffed with a squad of working servitors and a maintenance brigade doomed to endure the endless pain caused by the magnetic storms. Restart the extractum. You leave part of the crew to extract adamantium for the Von Valancia's protectorate. These fortunate enough to escape the fate fervently pray for their lives and to their friends and family, hoping to find them in good health should they be reunited. They won't. They'll never be reunited. They'll mine that planet forever until they die. Oh, increased stats while wounded. Yeah. She has so much armor, she shouldn't really be getting wounded. Ideally. When the rogue trader's ship draws near the unidentified celestial body, the machine spirits on every deck from the captain's bridge to the cargo holds becomes frantic. The engines are refusing to cooperate, sending the voidship hurtling towards the epicenter of the anomaly like an arrow towards a target. You awake after unsettling sleep to find yourself lying on a stiff cardboard mat. You're overcome with a strange sense of wrongness. This place is dark and reeks of body odor. Someone elbows you under the rib and grabs you by the collar, spit in abuse. It's the enforcers patrolling the voidship, and she is clearly displeased. Punch the woman in the face and run away. You wrestle out of the enforcer's grip with ease, punch the woman in the nose, turn around, and flee into the darkness of the unknown passageways. Yet after taking another turn, you look over your shoulder to see if you are being pursued, and you notice the sign on the bulkhead. Bay Theta 54, the lower decks. Ooh. Talk to the locals and learn about everyday life on the lower decks. I kind of want to do this just out of like, but now that I've been body swapped, I could see what life is like down here. The locals offer friendly smiles as soon as they see you. Perhaps it's your appearance. Staring hazily back at you out of a glass bulkhead is a shaggy, sooty-faced, worn-out vagrant in rags. A face not all different from those of your new friends. At any rate, no one's trying to hurt you. You're told a couple of amusing stories about local life, the almighty Lord Captain, and the monsters that frighten people every now and then when the entire ship shakes and red lumens flash overhead. The ragged people who have thoroughly enjoyed your pleasant company walk with you to the bay's supervisor's cabin. The workers ask your supervisor to report a stray noble from the upper decks. Your poisoned manners do make you stand out from the humble denizens of the lower decks. When you are restored to the bridge, the box master gives praise to the Emperor of Humanity and explains that you were trapped in an anomaly that made people on the ship inexplicably trade places. A rescue squad was dispatched at once to retrieve your lordship, but your friends from the lower decks had already helped you back where you belonged. Oh, we made new friends. We made new friends with the lower class. Interesting that the Forgotten Twins did not give us that path, but it went the other way. During the warp voyage, the middle decks reported strange gatherings that were attracting dozens of officers. An investigation quickly bore fruit. One of the acolytes from the augur deck has proclaimed himself a prophet and is rambling about purification by blessed fire. Only the perilous influence of the warp can explain the strange convictions and uncanny zeal of the person. Ooh, put the cult under surveillance. Spies report that the cult gatherings were hardly worth investigating. There were nothing but long conversations punctuated by people staring their palms over an open flame. The surveillance was maintained until the end of the warp journey, after which the newly born prophet simply forgot about his calling, stopped giving sermons, and dismissed his congregation. Kiaba Gamma. We got news in Kiaba Gamma. Now sacrifice those new friends to Sludge. Lord Captain, after the unsealing of Lady Theodora's secret workshop on Kiaba Gamma, an epidemic of mysterious tech leprosy has broken out. Augments mutate into distorted forms, killing their hosts. Machines and entire assembly halls break apart into fragments that devour each other, fusing into grotesque and insane forms. The Omega 18 Manufactorum, the epicenter of the epidemic, is cordoned off, but the disease will burst out of there sooner or later. What's known about the disease? We've not faced anything like this before. The plague only affects mechanisms, forcing them to transform and lose all functionality. No one's been able to provide insight into the nature of this disease or how it found its way into the secret workshop. It's possible some secret research was being carried out there. You gained plasteel mechanisms and people. Your special servants, who bear knowledge of the prior desecration of Kiaba Gamma, are as susceptible to the disease as any other person. They have assured me the disease has nothing to do with the ruinous powers and comes from a Xeno source. Launch an atomic strike and incinerate the place. 20 to all void shield sectors. Send in tech priests. Enemies suffer -5 to their armor pen. Or create an exclusion zone around the Manufactorum. Vessel of tech leprosy. That's a grenade. Let's talk to my advisors, because all of these are kind of bad options. The eradication of the infection is the highest priority, but to completely eradicate the Manufactorum serving as the epicenter is to inflict serious damage to the resource supply. This unit, I can propose another method of purging. The sacraments to the Omnissiah that are available to me cannot be revealed to the laity. I ask that you place your trust in me. Shireen, do not be so hasty with this purge. The phenomenon may be of interest to other specialists. There are many who do not agree that all knowledge belongs solely to the cogs. What appears to be a plague could hold amazing possibilities. If we could isolate the Manufactorum and let these inquisitive minds inside, they would happily compensate us for the loss of production capability. I have suppressed 18 different epidemics aboard the flagship, and our officers have experience in setting up quarantines. We will send them to Kiaba Gamma and lead the Tech Purgator squads. They will not return from the epicenter until the infection is eradicated and the preventative exclusion zone is taken down. Even metal dies eventually, scarred by corrosion. To combat those who have stripped away their flesh and replaced it with machinery, the Bloodspun Web has procured a remedy, an acidic compound that burns through steel. We stand ready to help to burn out this tech leprosy. Pascal just gets us refugees. Capel gets us demise of metal. All allies deal 10% more damage to machines and targets with reject the flesh. A secret compound donated by the Bloodspun Web serves as a formidable weapon against creatures made of metal. Ooh. 5,000 RP with the Casabalicas and 1 profit factor. But I do lose in efficiency, and I only get this vial of tech leprosy, which is probably the worst out of all of these options. 5 to armor pen. 20 to all void shields is not bad. %10 more damage to anything with Reject the Flesh is also really nice, though, because things with Reject the Flesh tend to, A, have a lot of armor, and B, a lot of HP. That being said, I don't know how many more machines I'm going to have to fight, but I feel like we're always fighting machines. $5,000 with Casabalica. That's a crazy amount. Honestly, I think I'm going to take this just because Casablanca we are trying to build up points with. And like to get 5,000 is so much. You'll not regret it, Shireen. The mysterious interested parties arrive on the planet with the entourage comprised of Malatex, excommunicated technomats, and shady-looking scholars. Without even trying to haggle, they paid exorbitant sums to obtain access to the previously unknown Xeno disease, and then headed off into the bowels of the dying Manufactorum. A cure for the disease has not been identified, but the study of tech leprosy has made it possible to control samples of the disease using magnetic impulses and turn it into a dangerous weapon. Oh, we also have flawless servitors now. And we can pick up Armored Rage. Plasteel, Adamantium, Promethium, and Chemicals. 2 profit factor, 9 weapons, a Titan Forged Lance. And we're now making battle tanks. Let's go. Yeah, see, like, reputation with Casablanca, I need like 30,000 for that. So picking up 5,000 there is pretty useful. I think that was the right choice. Lots and lots of stuff that needs upgrading. I actually kind of wonder, do we have any stuff to trade? Can we boost up these guys? I feel like we've been picking up a lot of loot lately. It's been a while since we've turned it in. Get any booty. I also love that Dan Rock is just like, no problem. You want to be a Chaos Cultist? I'll serve you. Ooh, we can upgrade our familiar. We've bought everything from the Curiosity Merchant. Kark Skin Gauntlets. 10% bonus to critical hit chance. This bonus doubles if they haven't moved. Swordsman Body Glove. If this wearer has less than 50% wounds, their dodge and melee crit chance are increased by 2 times agility. 10 dodge if the wearer's agility is more than 50. This could maybe be good for our lovely Cabela. You got some ranged weapons and some Xeno artifacts. The Psyker Breastplate. Heavy armor proficiency. Reduces the chance of triggering Psychic Phenomenon by 10. If Psychic Phenomenon or Perils of the Warp manifest, the wearer gains... If Psychic Phenomenon manifests, the wearer gains an additional Psi rating until the end of combat. Stacks? Does it stack? Because I have gauntlets that cause me to trigger Perils of the Warp every single turn. 2 deflection if the willpower is more than 50. Oh my god. We got tactical boots. Whenever the enemy attempts to make an attack of opportunity against the wearer, that enemy is pushed back for a cell. And a calibrated heavy stuber. 60 strength. Storm bolters. 12 coercion. Ironclad argument. Wearer gains 5 willpower each time they choose an ally or themselves as the target of an ability. This effect remains until the end of combat stacks. If I cast this on the Psi Raven, do you think it will trigger for every single person? Whenever this weapon hits, the target must pass a willpower resistance test or suffer warp burn. Well, that's also pretty dope. Yeah, all the other Blade Dancer stuff is down here as well. Good grief. The Drusians, we also have some loot to hand over to. I don't know if I'm giving them... I'm definitely giving them ship components. They're getting all my melee weaponry and my jewelry, armor kits. They also get all the holy gifts. That's a lot. 8. Whew. All right, we got a few doubles here. Sanctic powers, an excruciator maul. 15 damage against enemies that dealt damage to the wearer this round. A power claymore. 10 bonus to willpower and 15 damage to psychic and navigator powers, but inflicts a 10 penalty to weapon skill and ballistic skill. That's pretty good, but I don't think it's better than what Adira is wearing. Heavy rock saw, that could go to Heinrich, I guess. A flamer pistol. When hit by this weapon, all melee attacks against the target gain critical hit chance and critical hit damage. And the spinner's breastplate. Oh, yeah. Great. Excellent. I know who gets that. Vortex Pendant could be a good on Turg if you make him a Psyker and fix his willpower. I mean, I could rebuild him again. It would not be the first time. Oh, cool. The wearer can use shield swing with the shield against multiple enemies in the area. Shield attacks deal an additional 5 damage. Silent Death. Whenever you suffer a trauma in combat, if you have more than 0 wounds, they immediately regain wounds. Inferno pistol shots. Critical hit chance in melee increased by 8% and 10% dodge against humans. That would also be good for the spinner. Whenever the wearer kills an enemy with blade dance, other enemies become staggered for a round. Whoo-wee, you got some abilities. The old Imperial Navy, we can give them a couple of things here. Nothing new, though. Staff of Endless Fame, Industrial Hammer, Impulse Boots. Whenever this wearer makes a melee area attack, they regain 2 movement points and gain 8% critical hit chance. That means every time I do Death from Above with Cabela, she gets 2 movement points and critical hit chance. I don't know why I didn't pick those up earlier. Sweet Jesus. That's going to be really good for her. Grimoire of the Void would also be really nice. I just want to level up everybody is the problem. So, sorry, Cabela, you're just wearing +3 movement point boots. We're absolutely giving you impulse boots. Adira, you can get 1 psi rating or some sort of weird stuff about Perils of the Warp summoning demons. Or you could get 10 bonus willpower and 15 damage to psychic ratings. That might be better for you. Though I'm having a really hard time saying for sure. If I gave you back the other staff... No, if I give you the spear, you have 100 willpower. Which then also means that I could give you... this. When the swearer's characteristics are more than 100, all characteristics less than 90 are increased by 10. But that doesn't seem to be working. Maybe it needs to be more than 100, as in like 101. I guess that could make sense. Fail degradation. No. What the hell did you just have here? Aspects for the 10 awareness. Tactical boost, air support, combi tool. Picked up a rock saw for Heinrich. I might as well just give him that. Cabela, you got new armor. %10 dodge. 10% dodge to everything. And 15 toughness. But you lose 10 agility. Or the swordsman body glove. If you have less than 50% wounds, your dodge and melee crit chance are increased by 12. And plus 10 dodge. 115, 115. Versus the, what was it? The Enforcer's body plate? I like her having high agility, but it's not the end of the world. I guess the extra toughness is probably a little bit better for her. It's hard to say. You could really go with either of these. This one, at least, Spinner's Breastplate at least has a bit more armor. And obviously, like, fits her drip pretty well, so. Other than that, you can't use that flamer pistol. Gauntlets grants a 10% bonus crit hit chance. Extended if you haven't moved. But you do tech use and bonus to plasma weapons, so I'm not going to switch you off. Adira would need 55 strength to get heavy armor. Psyker breastplate. I guess Heinrich could use this. Yeah, that's actually really good for Heinrich. That gives him 7 deflection. That's absurd. We have to upgrade our familiar. And then did I give Jay a bunch of grenades? In the end? Did I give her Grenadier? 10 to 20, 16 to 32. Might as well just give you that. Like the idea of redoing Turg, making him a Psyker. I think I can't make him a Psyker until 36. Like, I think you need to hit the Exemplar before you can take the ability. Archetype talents. But I don't hate the idea. Second tier archetype talents. Where is it? Characteristics, common talents? It's called Psychic Awakening. Is it an exemplar talent? Maybe it is. Yeah, Psychic Awakening. Character becomes an unsanctioned Psyker and gains 1 Psi rating. So I could become a Pyromancer. I could also become like a Sanctic Psyker. I don't know what would be the right choice to me. Probably a Pyromancer, though. I don't know the exemplar talents very well at all, so I'm gonna think on that for sure. World properly. You only get it if you have the origin world. Well, she does. She is a Death World character. I like the armor, though. New armor's visually great, yeah. For the Enforcer one, yeah. Cool. I actually didn't really know that. Right, Adira will, like, yeah, she uses, like, literally any spell. She does go over 100. Yeah, all right, we'll give it back to her. I'm sure it'll work out pretty shortly. Great. 10% dodge when not in cover. 10% dodge of high agility. No. You have Psyker boots. Warp conductor gloves. You have fancy armor. You guys are good. You're in heavy armor. You're not in great armor. You're in an adaptive flak vest. Which is like, okay. But I think mostly we just like haven't found a better option for you yet. All right. Good level ups, everybody. Good level ups. Where are we going? Moo Row? I guess so. Nice. It does connect up here, which means we can skim by Dargonis and do our quest. Hell yeah. Let's get looting. A strange and frightening discovery was made at one of the sites on the frozen world. Countless human bodies suspending in a clear ice of a glacier. The bodies showed no signs of injuries, as if they were dived into liquid water the moment before it turned to solid ice, freezing them into place with their eyes wide open and the hair fanning out behind them. Search has uncovered nothing that could explain this mystery. Okay. I like how sometimes you just discover stuff and it's like, well, I don't know. Lord Captain, we have an Imperial Navy squadron preparing to engage a pirate mob. The forces of both flotillas are comparable. Do you wish to intervene? Hail the commander or the gang boss or whoever's in charge of you void scoundrels. This is Princess Lucretia van der Roysen. I beg you, do not remain on the sidelines. That old ruffian Admiral Sarhal is willing to kill thousands of people just to get to me. He's not a force of justice. He's obsessed with his own personal desires. He's been stalking me for years. He got my father to agree to our wedding, and even now he refuses to give up. Please protect me and the handful of freedom fighters like yourself. We do not want to be ruled by tyrants. Oh my god, this reminds me. There's actually a quest in Footfall I've totally missed where you attend the funeral of a famous pirate. And I missed it completely on this run. And I did it on a different run and I had no idea it was there. We're going to have to go back to Football at some point. Hail the commander of the Imperials. Who are you trying to kill? We've tracked down a gang of murderers led by the notorious criminal Lucretia van der Roysen. The woman is responsible for many atrocities, including the murder of her own father, the planetary governor of the Imperial world, Selusar. She conspired with Void Rabble, helped them commit a massacre on her home planet, became their leader, and now she's running amok. Attack the Navy from the rear. Today we fight for freedom. What, am I not gonna side with the pirates? Come on. Obvious choice.
Stars tremble. Imperium awakens.
Oh, I guess at least we have homies with us in this fight. I mean, we have a pirate escort as well. Ramming speed? Low-key, it kind of looks like the pirates are just winning this fight anyway, so... There goes our guy in an explosive void nebula. Enhance the capabilities of macro cannon, but increase incoming damage. Whenever a vessel inside this zone makes an attack, it suffers damage. Okay, yeah. Oh, right. We have the Sun Hammer. I could use the Arc Augury to land hits with the Howler Cannon on the big guy. Though I should probably take out the Sword class first.
Chart a course.
Let's start here.
Torpedoes, now. Eviscerate them.
I don't know what my plan is for not getting absolutely destroyed by this guy.
Emblazon our path.
It's a very good question.
Unleash the storm of macro cannon.
Ooh, man, that did serious damage.
Annihilate them.
Promethean
No
mortars.
opportunity to exploit.
So... Oh, the Imperium storm has to be around my ship. But the boarding party does not. So this is definitely the fight to use our ultimate in. Yeah, so that cripples his engines and starts stacking fires on his ship. We can protect our shields. I guess let's also... Oh my god, his weak spot is on this side. Maybe I should warp wave this sword class. I was gonna warp wave him, but... Or alternatively, I could just jump. Might as well jump. You know what? I'm gonna do that because I think puts me out of range of his macro cannons and probably his as well. Oh man, I wish we had bomber wings. Damn, dude, these pirates are lighting these Navy goons up. Oh, spoke too soon, I guess. How does that work with getting ships? There's like special events you can do. So I basically allowed a bunch of pirates to set up shop in Dargonis, and because of that, I chose the pirates over the Imperial Navy, and so because of that, I got a pirate vessel that escorts me around. There was also like Solomorn's quest line. You can take a vessel and you can opt to also bring that with you into battle. So I could have had 2 escort ships in every fight. But instead I was like, I'm gonna assign that to like protect the trade of the Empire. What's your plan here, guys? You're gonna get rammed for sure. Here comes our little Viper class destroyer. Doing a whole lot of nothing.
Unleash the storm of macro cannons.
Oh, 4 delicious plasma batteries in there. So I could do a new heading. You can actually blow up this ship. Oh, no, not enough. Yeah, if I trigger new heading.
Let the Imperium guide us. Send them into a cold
Can hit him with the
void.
Sunhammer Lance. Then hit him with the Promethean Mortar. And if I wanted to, I could come up upon him here and then hit him with the Plasma Battery, which should kill him.
Micro cannon. Annihilate them.
Purgation through blessed plasma fire.
Boom. We can launch a boarding party on you. I also have a warp wave we can trigger. That guy's engines are fried, right? Yeah, so... And he's on fire. Let's turn him.
Charter course.
And then I think I'll just follow this guy. Keep my engines, my shields boosted on that side. Be cool if boarding parties got you ships. Yeah. There's some cool stuff in Battlefield Gothic with the boarding parties as well. If you have like Adeptus Astartes ships, they can launch the like boarding drills. But you got to be careful because if you accidentally blow up the ship, I think you'd lose a bunch of crew from it as well. Now, guys, we're really like letting these guys get away right now.
No escape pods detected. No emergency beacon detected. No survivors.
We broke their sail door draft into the undying
Boom.
one.
Now, if we really wanted to, we can also fight the pirates. You can fill your flagship's arsenal with various ammunitions. If you have fighter or bomber decks, your torpedo tubes can launch Fury interceptors and Starhawk bombers instead of regular torpedoes. Did I just get bombers after saying I really want bombers? Oh, yes, I did. Fury interceptor wing consists of 4 attack craft, each equipped with heavy laser turrets. And we gotta level up. Oh, that's so good. Oh, I'm so excited. Your lordship, I cannot tell you how grateful I am. Please accept my sincere appreciation and a shuttle with gifts. In addition to the spoils taken from the defeated enemy, that presents you a very special item. The old bastard Starhull was very proud to possess it. I send word of your kindness to all corners of the Expanse, and let the Fellowship of the Void know that you are a friend of free people. Whenever Sniper's Bravado, whenever this wearer's single shot ranged attack deals damage equal to 25% of the target maximum wounds, this attack randomly inflicts blinded, staggered, or slowed for 1 round. 2 profit factor and 1,000 rep. Where will you go now? To a place where there are no ranks, no authority, no tyrants, no arranged marriages. I hope our paths will cross again today, but for now, I bid you farewell. Oh, I'm so excited. We've been using flak ammo here, and I don't have macro batteries that can use it anymore. So now, instead of firing plasma torpedoes, we can summon fighters. That's so good. Character level 8 required. Control 1 extra wing of each attack craft type. Voidcraft armor. Each attack craft launched from a torpedo tube, and each torpedo gain 1 hull integrity. That would make those little fighters better. Torpedoes and attack craft get 60% evasion against other attack craft attacks and 20% against all other types. I could pick up Silent Running too. Which basically guarantees gives me first strike in every fight. I could also take 10% more scrap from destroyed ships, but I don't know that we need scrap. It's more so experience. I love the idea of having a ton of attack craft. Though it does make me wish I picked up that other frigate as an escort as well. Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna take that. I get 2. Well, I could also give him 20% evasion. You know what? No, let's take silent running too if that's the case. These are good deals. Torpedo control. We gotta get you that shield overcharge ability, shield pulse. You have new heading. You guys have the warp stuff. You guys have the auguries. Yeah, everything is upgraded here already. Focused efforts. Oh, you can also have characters who have swing run. What's the difference between these? You choose your final destination, final position from 3 directions. Oh, okay. Use of both abilities on one selected post. Yeah, we should probably pick that up when we can. Do a little bit of repair. We have 567 scrap, man. Our ship is serious business. Yeah, I guess, yeah, if we fought for the Navy, we also would have gotten rep with the Navy. Which is valuable, but it varies. Now, I need everything. It's the problem. When the rogue trader ship approaches the Admech Void Station, it's met with hostile scrutiny of the station's defense lasers. An explorer Lex mechanic who introduces himself as Service Unit 42 dispassionately inquires how the station can be of use. Cargo torpedoes. Plunder the station. Give them fuel. Yeah, okay, let's give them fuel. Profit factor. Propose a trade of resources. Upon consulting data from the station's main coadjutors, Lex Mechanic Service Unit 42 confirms the station requires rare transmutium elements for natural gas, and the station cannot offer the rogue trader anything in exchange. But the Adeptus Mechanicus representative on Footfall will certainly repay him for his aid. I mean, profit factor's profit factor, right? Hard to say no to more profits. And then we can go up there. So what is my path? Wow, we really tamed this sector of space. I mean, it's not safe, but it's not dangerous. You can dump more fuel on that station? I can keep dumping fuel? It looked like it was a one-time deal. Melee weaponry. Frag grenades and haywire grenades. More frag grenades and haywire grenades. More frag grenades and haywire grenades. I'm assuming that's all he keeps giving me. Well, I lost a lot of fuel doing that, but that's okay. Okay, so yeah, this passage. And then back to Mundus Valentius for the Darkonis quest. I have a couple things over here. Though not in any rush. I think for Mundus Valentius, I'm going to just form like a chart to Lapidus Mortis. So probably what we'll do is we'll do this. We'll cut there, cut across, do these, and then fly back to Vabos 6. I gotta do those as well. I'm pretty sure when I do this, it's gonna kick off like... Oh, there's also Eldari survivors up there. Ugh. And Solomorn's quest. Bop, bop. Bop, bop. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop. That might be better. All right, maybe we'll loop down. We'll do this, and then we'll go up that way. I think it's random from station to station. Sometimes you get profit factor, sometimes cargo, sometimes grenades, which you normally turn into cargo. Well, that's a really good idea, actually. What else do we have? Fiacine. Mental damage to mechanical creatures only. I really gotta clear this up, man. Stims. Whatever this stuff is. Start tossing it all out, honestly. Maybe this evening I'll go through and I'll clean up all this mess. But I think we have a plan of where we're going to go next. And we'll push ourselves up towards Vabos for sure. And we should be able to wrap up this chapter if that's the case. Or at least like this chunk of the chapter. So we'll do that next time. Because that's all the time we got for today. So thank you for joining us. We hope you come back soon.